Well, let's bring in Haid, a consulting fellow with the Middle East and North Africa programme at Chatham House. Thank you so much for joining us. I think the speed of the rebels' advance here really shocked a lot of people and exposed perhaps the fragility of Assad's hold over the country. How was this rebel coalition able to make inroads so effectively and so quickly in recent days?
Thank you for having me. I think there are different factors that contributed to the speedy sort of gains that rebel forces have been able to achieve. One of them is related to the weakening of Assad forces over the past years, lack of military as well as financial resources. Assad also is not receiving as much support from his allies, mainly Russia and Iran, and that has been clear in the first few days of the attacks, where we did not see as many Russian airstrikes on rebel forces as we saw in previous sort of attacks. And in addition to all of that, rebel forces have been able to improve their military skills, coordination, and as well as the weaponaries they have, and they managed to then break through the regime defenses. And I think after that, everything sort of created a domino effect that led to the advancements that we have seen recently.
Who were they being backed by?
Well, this is something that I think is still debatable, because if you look at official statements, that right now it seems that Turkey, which at least generally supports some of the rebel factions that have participated in the fight, they're saying that we are not part of the operation and we are not supporting it. Groups on the ground, they also indicate that Turkey did not support the operation, but did not oppose it either. So it seems that the decision was taken by rebel forces on the ground, and they have made those advancements of their own.
We were hearing from our reporter Ben Wiedemann in the last hour saying that after the initial shock of their advance, the regime and its supporters are now the supporters to the regime are now trying to bolster it. We know that Russia and Iran were, their intervention in the Syria war back in 2015 was obviously very influential in helping Assad reclaim ground. But we know that currently those allies are engaged in wars elsewhere. I mean, how vulnerable is Assad in this moment, given where the support lies for him?
Clearly very vulnerable, as we have seen in recent days. But I think that this is the real test right now, is whether the regime allies will be able to mobilize enough forces to stop rebel forces from advancing, and then recapture the areas they have lost in recent days. So far, there are indications that at least Iraqi militias that are backed by Iran have been mobilizing their forces to Syria. It seems that Russia signaled that they might provide more support, but on the ground, we have not seen enough sort of evidence to show that they have been able to provide Assad with enough sort of support to tip the balance in his favor.
Okay, Haid, thank you very much for your analysis today.